Introducing the finest selection from premium deli and meats. Savor the bold flavors of beef salami, beef pepperoni, and chicken ham. Indulge in our diced beef bacon and perfectly sliced beef bacon. Explore the rich taste of smoked beef and tender roast beef. Treat yourself to our juicy jumbo chicken hot dogs and beef hot dogs. Top it all off with the delicate flavors of smoked turkey breast and our premium whole turkey, all halal certified for your trust. Delivered to you by Chill Foods, premium deli and meats, excellence in every bite.
The power. To shatter the strongest. Conquer the indestructible with Ronex's collection of angle grinders.
مرحبا مصطفى مرحبا मुस्तफा सरकार की आमद दिलदार जी आमद सोने दी आमद आलो सलाम I love you आका my sweet आका मरहबा या मुस्तफा मरहबा या मुस्तफा मरहबा या मुस्तफा मरहबा या मुस्तफा जश्न आमद रसूल अल्लाह ही अल्लाह जश्न आमद रसूल अल्लाह ही अल्लाह
फलक के नज़ारों ज़मीं की बहारों सभी दे मनाओ हुजूर आ गए हैं उठो गम के मारो चलो बेसहारो खबर ये सुनाओ हुजूर आ गए हैं
For the everyday lowest prices on all grocery items, trust Low Cost Supermarket for the widest variety of quality products at low prices. Freshly picked fruits and vegetables, healthy products for your well-being, high quality meat cuts, and a warm and friendly service. Low Cost Supermarket, Southern Main Road, Kunupia.
Chic Leisure Limited, making life easier. Our renowned great tasting vermicelli comes pre-cut in regular and parch, packaged to make preparation simple. Attention all doubles vendors and roti makers, try our high quality pre-sifted bromate free all-purpose and whole wheat flour, low price and conveniently packaged. For wholesale and retail prices, contact Chic Leisure Limited, Warrenville, Conopia. Chic Leisure Limited, quality you can trust.
Assalamu alaikum and welcome, folks.
Alaikum salam, good evening.
I'm your co-host, Nazem Ishmael, starting off the program tonight because Mr. Richard here, his windscreen need cleaning. So he's just giving it a little clean here.
Good night,
so,
everyone. Yeah.
Pleasant night, cool, no sign of rain. Cricket down on Brian Lara Stadium. But I know for sure that we have a lot of people who will be viewing anxiously, seeing all that has happened during this past week. So let's get cracking. So this first segment here, the first segment is brought to you with the compliments of Tile Expression. So Tile Expression located off Monroe Road, where you can get the widest variety of tiles, porcelain, ceramic. You have tin set premium. We also have granite and quartz. So check them out. As we speak, they're probably offloading containers. So guys, let's go with the first slide. This is the slide with the, all right, we'll go with this one. This is my grandson here. He was 6 yesterday. So, Jakey, congratulations to you on your 6th birthday, son. All the best. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Right. These are 4 young ladies who came to Baraka on Sunday. They are from Woodland. They came to inquire about Enshan, how he was going. You know, we had a little chat. Very, very pleasant young ladies. But the one with the dress with the circle, she was very emotional. I just couldn't take out the video because she was really emotional when we just talking about Enshan. So ladies, thank you for your concern. And for all those who still want to find out what's going on in Enshan, he is resting at this stage. That's the most I can say at this time.
And
so,
I want to apologize to the young ladies.
What's that?
Because they came to see either yourself or your brother.
Right.
But instead, they get caught up by a hammock with a gentleman.
I wonder who is that.
And for whatever reason, the gentleman wouldn't come off the hammock, you know.
I wonder who is that.
He would just stay on the hammock. And
a grey hair one with her glasses?
A grey hair one with her glasses, you know.
Well, good thing I don't wear glasses, so I know who that is. Right? So it was good for them to pass, but as I say, everything is under control. So what we're going to start with tonight, Richard? So much to talk about.
Well, we have plenty, but the first things first, since we're on the topic of shout-outs, I have a few myself.
Picks up.
And first things first, we'll do it early. Who want to go and watch cricket and ignore the show tonight? Well, only go and catch it on the rerun.
Right.
Or call your family and friends, shout out time. First things first, the lady we met at Baraka Grounds on Saturday.
Oh.
The lady we met from Princess Town.
Right.
Princess Town. You got the permission to say her name? Or a nickname?
I'm trying to remember it. Really can't remember. Good thing you were
Shahida. Auntie Shahida. She had a complaint about the road.
Right.
The road issue in Princess Town.
Right.
Which I have sent a letter about.
And the lot of land close to the license office.
Yes, I know she had that complaint, but I only got a letter out the door for the road.
All right.
Complaint about the digging up of the road.
Okay, so Ms. Shahida, your complaint will be taken care of via our esteemed attorney.
Well, I sent a query, a little shout out. We'll see what happens.
All right.
Right? But also Naz Mohammed from Kunupe, Shafi Mohammed from Monroe Road, met them on, was that Sunday? No, Saturday. Met them on Saturday. Very nice people, always tune in on the show. Nice to have them around.
Good to go, man.
Right. And then, of course, well, we mentioned last week that we went to Tobago for Chenet, and then Chenet reached in Baraka Grounds.
Yeah, but that Chenet wasn't from Tobago, eh?
It wasn't from Tobago.
That Chenet was courtesy Mr. Bash. Mr. Bash, always, when he comes to Baraka Ground, he will, if it's 2 bananas he had to walk with, he will walk with it. Always bringing something for us on the grounds there. Mr. Bash, thank you very much, sir. And by the way, Richard, accidents, boy, accidents.
Oh, yeah, we had a big one yesterday.
Last night I had one where a 19-year-old young schoolboy now got his results, crashed on the beatum, and the bus driver and the SWAT worker who lost their lives at somewhere Freeport. Now, the thing about it, Richard, unfortunate that people have to lose their lives, right? And especially with reckless, careless driving. But the thing about after you crash and a bystander come to help and the bystander get robbed of over $10,000, that goes to show you the level of human beings we have in this place. Instead of you trying to help the guy, you know, who rendering assistance, you decide, he's a target to rob.
Yeah.
And rob the man. That's why I say, around that terms is only rodents, you know. Rodents, you know. And I want Mr. Kareem, who accustomed coming on Facebook and bumping the gum. I want him to come and talk about that. Go and find out who are the people in Beetham who robbed the person. And when people drive in, they are pelting stone all over the night, or they be pelting stone. They should build a wall about 200 feet up in the air. So block them off completely. They are completely ridiculous. So that said and done, what you have on the ball?
Well, as we starting with that issue, let's break it down. As you know, crime stems from multiple issues, multiple root causes of crime. And gang violence is one of them, if not one of maybe top 2 or the top 3 causes of crime or indications of crime. So much so that U.S. government official Vance actually referred to Trinidad and Tobago as a heightened crime state, given the Venezuelan migrants and so on coming in, and crime that comes with that. And of course, in the U.S. official statement referencing U.S. President Trump's decision to send troops near to Venezuela. And we have to, as we look on the international stage, as things unfold, as tensions overlap, we are right in the middle, and we have to accept responsibility for our role in these things. And right here at home, we have gang violence as a major, major issue. And it has long been understood by the protective services that there are certain gangs in this country that receive government funding through legal means or illegal means. One such avenue is the award of government contracts. I mean, we're all familiar with a certain former P&M official standing next to a gang leader, you know, and it's indicative. It's indicative of a certain organization's intent and modus operandi that they associate with persons like these. And when they come in office, they award contracts to John Doe, and John Doe has no real reporting conditions, no real work, but he gets money from the state. And what does he do with that money? Well, funds violence, guns, ammunition, theft, and so on. And it appears, so all that I've said is the learning from society so far. And it appears that one such entity is CPEP and URP, where monies apparently were going into somebody's pocket. And questions were raised about the CPEP decision to terminate contracts prematurely and extend them some as much as up to 2029. And as a result of that, we discovered that some companies getting renewed contracts don't even exist, never paid NIS, hadn't paid NIS or health charge for their workers. We heard a video from a former minister where some CPEP companies just putting people's names on the books. Was that CPEP or URP? Or both?
Both have discrepancies.
Yeah, putting people's names on lists and then collecting money one week and handing over the money next week and so on. And as a result of all of this, we have what appears to be a backlash from the criminal element against today's government, against the decision of today's government to cancel or query or look into or investigate the contracts. We have what has been called, I believe Monday's newspaper had it, what is a hit on government ministers and certain persons in the high office in this government. There's a hit of, what is it? 2 point something million?
2.8.
There we go. Minister of Defense, Wayne Sturge, he's on the hit list. Local Government Minister, Khadija Amin, she's on the hit list. Public Utilities Minister, Barry Padrat, he's the line minister for CPEP. He is on the hit list. Mr. Firoz Khan, the URP's general manager, he is on the hit list. $2.8 million. For those of you who did not get a chance to see the interview with Mr. Sturge, he spoke about evidence. He spoke about evidence of a trained hitman being hired from Jamaica coming into the country recently to assist the local hitmen. So it's a CARICOM hit, is an international thing. Meanwhile, the ministers are saying, catch me, just saying, catch me. The ministers are saying that I don't afraid nobody. I don't afraid nobody and nothing. I'm going back to work. I'm going to work and I'm going to do what I have to do. I'm going to work and I'm going to do what I have to do. Let's go back to Amin pledges to continue work there. There we go. And do we have the first line of this if we scroll down? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, speaking to media today, I want to quote, I want to commend those who are responsible for our safety, for their continuous advice, their continuous information gathering, intelligence gathering, and putting the necessary system in place to keep us safe. The threats or perceived threats will not hinder our work and our commitment. Thank you. Come back to me. And that's important. And of course, those sentiments are echoed by the ministers of defense and other ministers, as well as the URP manager, Mr. Khan. And those sentiments show that the ministers and those holding public office, they're not afraid. They're not afraid. And why I wanted to highlight that first is to show you what else is taking place with these issues. We have a team of lawyers rush to court, and their claimant don't exist. Their claimant didn't exist. So strike one. They get a claimant that exists. East what?
Eastman.
East something.
I think it's Eastman.
They get a claimant and they're going to court. They want to file an injunction. They say all the CPEP workers hardship, money tight for them, and so on. A man went on a platform and bumped his gum and spit up all over the stage and thing and talk about how he knows somebody who don't have money to buy food for the child and thing. All right, no problem. Get to that in a minute. So they rush to court, they file case, they file injunction. Justice Margaret Mohammed said, no injunction for you. Matter of fact, pack your bags and go down by the DPP office. Strike two. You know them fellas going on appeal?
Yes, that's good.
Them fellas going on appeal.
You want to, who's the lawyers again?
Wait, we come into that. Where's my, I had a shot, you know. I had a shot. And I wanted it up on screen. When I say I was going to put this up, somebody asked me, sure you could put it up? Just
guys,
now,
I now send one for you all. You could line it up and
let us know when it's ready.
Send it, I'll let you know when we can queue it up, right?
Yeah, Justin, and I'm sending you a picture here too. When you get that up, let me know.
Oh, yes, folks, and while Richard is doing that, we'd like to welcome our sponsors for this segment, Nielsen Auto Parts, for all your European vehicles, Range Rover, Audi, Mercedes-Benz, Jaguar. Just call them, Eastern Main Road, Aruka. If they don't have it, they will definitely find it for you. So, Nishas, welcome to this segment. And Richard, over to you.
Yeah. So, guys, the picture that I sent says, Uncle Nazim's question, who's the lawyers? And that's the question about if I could post it. I could do what I want. I just like Khadija Amin and Minister of Homeland Security and so on. I'm not afraid of nobody and nothing. Do what I want.
But bullet go miss you.
Yeah, I just have to stand sideways. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, back to it. Guys, let's get CPEP media release, please. So strike one, they file a case. They don't exist. The claimant don't exist. Strike two, they file a case. Justice Margaret, no. Yes. Strike two, Justice Margaret Mohammed tell them, no, go home. Get out of the court. See that in paragraph 2 there. And then strike 3 today, they go on to Court of Appeal. Stop.
Come down a little bit. I want to see the date. August the 20th, 2025.
Yeah, that's today, right?
Today.
So today, strike 3. All right, this is a media release from CPEP. And it goes, CPEP contractor, Eastman Enterprises, that is East something, suffered yet another blow today when the Court of Appeal Judge Justice Noel Barrow dismissed an application for an urgent hearing of this appeal, saying the case didn't have oomph. Imagine a Court of Appeal judge telling that. It didn't have oomph. This appeal has been championed by the opposition PNM after the High Court referred to the matter to the DPP to consider a criminal investigation. Let's go down. Eastman Enterprises appealed the judgment of Justice Margaret Mohammed, who referred the matter to the DPP when dismissing the application. So on and so on and so on. Let's go to the third paragraph. All right. Oh, no, sorry. Last line in that paragraph. You don't have to go up, don't move up. Eastman filed an application for its appeal to be heard on an urgent and expedited basis, citing hardship on the part of dismissed workers. I mentioned that earlier, right? We will get to what the judge said about that. Was that lawyer named Larry S.C.?
Lala.
Right.
Lala.
Senior counsel Larry Lala, a man I have great and utmost respect for, being my senior at the bar and in the profession and whatnot, told the court that CPEP workers came from the lower end of the socio-economic ladder and read from the affidavit of someone named Cindy Ann Purcell from Beaton Gardens, Lavantil, who stated that she had separated from her children's father. She indicated that she had 4 children and lived in a 2-bedroom home with an outside bathroom. Purcell indicated that she had 3 children, her first son, 25, why he not working? Suffered from ADHD and was nursing a broken foot. I know people who have a lot harsher conditions and they do work. Her second adult son, Marcus, was on a full track and field scholarship at Emmanuel University in Georgia. Great, happy for him.
Very good.
Her third son, age 19, was working toward a scholarship with Memphis Pioneers Athletics Club. That's a track and field scholarship.
Very good.
Together with her minor daughter, age 10. Mr. Larry Lawrence in the council indicated that the hardship on the part of the workers made the matter urgent. Let's hear what the judge said in response just shortly. Anna Logan, senior counsel, however, countered that Eastman had been paid over $9 million by CPEP. Eastman alone get $9 million over the last couple of years by CPEP and had previously earned other contracts from EFCL. He queried why the contractor was solely reliant on CPEP now and was not seeking to assist its workers by obtaining other work from other companies. You only want CPEP work, right? That's the issue there. Secondly, Ram Logan, senior counsel, also highlighted the fact that 7,000 workers were dismissed. They lost their jobs in 2017 after contracts were terminated under the then PNM. So they didn't suffer hardship too? Only now, first time ever, PNM studying these CPEP workers' hardship. All right, let's go down. We skip that last paragraph on that page. I want to get to what the court said. All right. Right, there we go. In delivering his ruling, Justice Barrow was critical of the affidavit. He was critical of the affidavit evidence of attorney Kareem Marcel, stating that there was nothing in Mr. Marcel's affidavit which demonstrated any cogency or urgency of circumstances which justified that the matter be deemed fit for an urgent hearing. Criticize the evidence. Now, it's not common that attorneys go on evidence for themselves or their clients. In these extreme circumstances, it's not common. Something minor like an extension of time, probably, but this is, I say no more. The court said even if it did take the plight of the workers into account, there were no cogent circumstances that would allow the appeal to be heard over, above, and in priority of other matters before the court in which other persons have been patiently waiting in queue. So they want to skip the line. They want to be heard quickly. He stated that very cogent facts and circumstances were needed and there was no proper basis in Eastman's evidence to hear the matter urgently. They have a problem with not having evidence. According to him, the evidence lacked the necessary oomph to satisfy the legal requirements. He therefore dismissed the application, strike 3, and ordered Eastman to pay CPEP's legal cost. what it means here, I'll translate it. They have to pay legal costs for senior counsel and junior. All right, and Larry Lala, who appeared alongside Kareem Marcel and Sinclair Noel for Eastman Enterprises, Anaram Logan and Ken Samlal, Jared Jagro and Asha Ramlal all appeared for CPEP Company. The substantive appeal will continue, but it would not be an urgent appeal. Just before we lose this slide, just scroll up a bit there, please. Scroll up, scroll up, scroll up, stop. Right, he said, this paragraph here, second paragraph on the page, he being Anaram Logan SC, he said while CPEP was sympathetic, he queried why the father was not paying any maintenance or giving support for the care of the 4 children. This was in relation to the affidavit, right? He indicated that even persons who were employed were suffering hardship, highlighting the working class as poor, who lived paycheck to paycheck, and stated that their plight was no different. So I wanted that line to be separate and apart from the decision of Justice Barrow, because that goes to a root issue about people in poverty and so on. That's separate, and you have 4 children, and 3 of them don't live with you. 1 is on scholarship away, 1 is looking for a scholarship. The oldest one, 25 years, and the last one, they live with you, and you say you in hardship. That's a whole different socioeconomic issue.
But the thing about it too, as he rightfully said, those under the age of 17, at least one under the age of 17. Is one under the age of 17?
Yeah.
The father supposed to be paying for maintenance of the child.
Yeah. So, but that's a whole socioeconomic issue. Let's go back to the law for a second. So strike 3 for them boys. You have the yeah. Bring that up, please. Bring that up. Bring that one up. This is a snippet of the appeal. Advocate Senior Counsel Larry Lala, Advocate Junior Counsel Sinclair Michael O'Neill, and Instructing Attorney Kareem Marcel. These are the lawyers fighting the case on behalf of Eastman Enterprises Limited. And they are well-equipped lawyers. No, go back up, go back up, go back up. You don't need to show the whole appeal.
Just now, what's the law firm that Marcel went?
Go up, go up, go up.
Guerra, Elder, and Associates.
Yeah, if anybody wants to reach out to these guys, this is their numbers, this is their information. Excellent lawyers, good lawyers. You know, they represent Eastman to the best of their ability.
Richard, don't give the people false information, please.
No, you can come back to us.
You see these lawyers here? A bunch of losers. All you look for good lawyers. That is what I could say. All you look for good lawyers who will win all your case. Since Lara go across like in Agra, I don't know what's going on with him. So, all you go and look for good lawyers.
Right. So what's CPEP doing now? Guys, bring up CPEP. Oh no, you have a video.
I had a video, the one I sent you.
The one you just sent.
Seeing that we on Mr. Marcel. Let me send that video.
On nobody, yeah? I say the boy is a good gentleman.
He's a good boy.
He's a good lawyer.
He's not a good lawyer.
He's a good lawyer.
All right. You glad if you're coming up against C. Every case you're winning. Yeah, guys, we have it. Oh, this segment here is brought to you with the compliments of SM Jalil with their new drink, Fruitopia. They have 3 flavors right now, and information from Saif and Justin, who have 2 cases in the back there, say they're coming out with passion fruit and sorrel. So, thank you very much, SM Jalil, and we thank you for your continued support. All right, guys, you have the
Is now a good time for the video? Yes, you said I asked.
Yes, we're talking about. Yes,
go ahead, play it.
And we are coming for this nasty, wicked, evil government that we have in place. Let me tell you something. Allow me to first signal the importance of this meeting here tonight. In my lifetime, very long, 30 years old, I have never attended or seen or heard or witnessed a national meeting of the People's National Movement ever held in Beetham Gardens. Allow me to thank our political leader for having the trust and the faith and the confidence in Lavantil West and in Beetham Gardens to overfill this hall, downstairs, upstairs, and outside. And we are coming for this now.
Overfilled?
Here now. 30 years he haven't seen a meeting there. And the people shouting at that, celebrating that. But what trouble is this, boy? We are real mad people outside there.
And there's a P&M safe seat,
Yeah, 30 years. And you bowl and brass face come out. Them is things you should hide. You should be ashamed of.
Yeah.
That shouldn't even come out in the open. Keep bragging and boasting about that. But you know, I had to see, go by St. Anne's Hospital and find out what medication I had to pass out here. We have serious issues here, boy. Real serious issues.
Yeah. All right. Let's, because I don't want to get us to 8:30 and we're still on this point. Let's go to CPEP CEO takes legal action. And then we go to CPEP Al-Rawi and that'll close off the point. So CPEP CEO takes legal action. Good. So this is another aspect of it. So as you know, affidavits are being filed in the case back and forth. Whether or not CPEP had the lawful authority, CPEP then board of directors had the lawful authority to, cut the contracts and renew them, as it were, all the way to 2029. That whole issue with whether or not Al-Rawi had the permission of cabinet and so on, that is coming up. And guess what? The CPEP CEO says, I go and sue Al-Rawi because he mislead me. He tell me it had cabinet approval. This time it didn't have nothing. Right? Do we have anything on the article on this one? Okay, we have this. Well, this is from today. In that other one, do we have any article? Yes, you just scroll along a bit. There's a quote. No, nothing. All right, there are 2 quotes I wanted from it, but we can leave it out. All right, so let's go to the other slide that you had. Right, that's CPEP Al-Rawi. Yeah, all right. Well, the DPP, I think he needs to go to the DPP office and give a statement. We're waiting to hear what you have to say. Right, and that brings us to the second to last video.
Before you go there, Al-Rawi practicing stripe, how to wear stripe.
Make fun of me. Right, okay. Thought he was going to jab at me there.
No, I just saying like he practicing how we will look in stripes.
I make no comment on that.
Well, I just see wearing stripes and bring it to your attention that you wearing stripes.
Yeah. You think he's a man who might be in stripes for a while?
I don't know that. I out of that. I just find he look different in stripes.
Let's go to Foster Cummins' allegations.
It is alleged that Keita Hercules runs a brisk cocaine, guns and ammunition trade on behalf of the said Foster Cummins. Is that true, Foster? Tell us if that's true. Tell us. It's alleged that Foster is the Keita Hercules person is alleged is in charge of several gangs situated in Couva, Point Lisa area. Is that true? It is also alleged that some of the business of selling cocaine, guns and ammunition is transacted through Club Deja Vu in Couva. Is this also true? It is alleged that Minister Cummins has a connection with this club. Is that true? It is also alleged that Keita Hercules is sent as enforcer to acquire state lands on behalf of Foster Cummins. Is that true? It is alleged that current owners or occupiers are offered a peppercorn rate to vacate lands, and if they refuse, thuggery and harassment is used to remove them. Is this true, Foster? It is alleged that no member of the TTPS assigned to the Couva station can touch Foster Cummins because they stand the risk of being transferred. Is that true? It is further alleged that raids on the gangs situated on the railway road Couva are not successful because they get tipped off. Is that true? Remember you told me.
All right. Okay, so I wanted that video earlier on to put the gang in context, the gang conversation in context. So I hope everybody understands. That's where the gang conversation, that's one facet of where this gang conversation started. Queries were raised and investigations took place, and we revealed that CPEP contracts were possibly awarded in error, and then immediately after, ministers received death threats. So there's clearly a nexus, a connection, a linkage between the termination of CPEP gangs, the pause of URP, well, they call it gangs, and criminal elements targeting government ministers, so much so that a state of emergency had to be called and so on. So it's something to be wary about and look out for, especially when those same elements or the political party driving the argument, the conversation, concurrently at the same time, simultaneously file a case in court. Again, blows after blows after blows. Strike one, strike. Imagine you ask a girl out, tell you no, you ask you out again, tell you no, you third time you tell she no. That is a day, no.
Richard, I do like how you're bringing out your information in the public.
It can never be me. Can never be me. Hence, Hongoboto, and
All right, not you then, not you.
Yeah.
All right.
Right. So strike one, strike two, strike three, and they're trying to use the courts. They're trying to use the courts in this way. Meanwhile, the court's saying, one court look at it and say, you are no claimant. The next court look at it and say, go by the DPP. And next court look at it and you have oomph. You understand? Three different.
I'm telling you, boy, it is very disgraceful.
Yeah, and then to end up putting whichever is the criminal element to put hit out on ministers. That's as low as it could go.
All right, guys. We welcome our next advertisers here. This is guys. Yeah, you have your glasses. You might have to read that one.
Extra Care.
Extra Care, yeah.
Okay, this is Extra Care, brands that inspire life. All right.
All right, and you can contact them for
and so on.
Light bulbs, detergents, from what I'm seeing here, creams. You have inhalers. So, guys,
call 663-9732.
Furniture polish, Satco. This you can reach a product. You have the whole Extra Care brand. You can contact them at 663-9732 for your list of products, brands that inspire life. Contact them as early as tomorrow morning for your products. 663-9732.
Oh, and I have to shout out the lady that I met yesterday while I was volunteering.
You shout out that lady yet?
And why?
I have a next lady who calling it, my boy.
Go ahead.
Maria, you're glad you have a next week off, right? School ain't opening until September. But try and organize yourself when school open, right?
She work in TSTT. She want to make sure the phone line and thing working good. She walk around the whole Barrack. Yeah, walk around the whole Barrack grounds to make sure that self-service.
I don't believe that. Nah. Oh God, we gotta show Maria where to go and stand up.
Come from the cricket. Come from the cricket and watch it.
We go send she by where the Japanese is and she stand up right there.
Yeah,
she'll get good reception.
No, she hear the buzzing. She go think it's feedback. Right, so I want to shout out the lady I met yesterday while I was volunteering. Haven't gotten a chance to look at the report yet. I will before the end of the week, and I will see. I promise that if there's something I can do to help or assist. Not everything that passes through that office it really requires my assistance, really could benefit from my assistance. But I will look into it as I promised and see what I can do. All right, Auntie? She always tunes into the show.
That's good.
Yeah.
That is very good, man. Okay, what you have lined up? There's a next row that is that came up recently.
What was our next topic? You want to take the break first? And then
all right, let's take the break. Okay, guys, let's take the break and we'll come back and we'll start with the, you know which one, with the row.
At Extra Foods, we care for you. That's why we always have the widest varieties, the best prices, spacious aisles of total convenience, plus clean, safe surroundings. Let us care for you. Extra Foods, always extra for less.
Introducing the finest selection from premium deli and meats. Savor the bold flavors of beef salami, beef pepperoni, and chicken ham. Indulge in our diced beef bacon and perfectly sliced beef bacon. Explore the rich taste of smoked beef and tender roast beef. Treat yourself to our juicy jumbo chicken hot dogs and beef hot dogs. Top it all off with the delicate flavors of smoked turkey breast and our premium whole turkey, all halal certified for your trust. Delivered to you by Chill Foods, Premium Deli and Meats, excellence in every bite.
The power. To shatter the strongest. Conquer the indestructible with Ronex's collection of angle grinders.
For the everyday lowest prices on all grocery items, trust Low Cost Supermarket for the widest variety of quality products at low prices. Freshly picked fruits and vegetables, healthy products for your well-being, high quality meat cuts, and a warm and friendly service. Low Cost Supermarket, Sun and Main Road, Cunupia.
Chic Leisure Limited, making life easier. Our renowned great tasting vermicelli comes pre-cut in regular and parch, packaged to make preparation simple. Attention all doubles vendors and roti makers, try our high quality pre-sifted bromate free all-purpose and whole wheat flour, low price and conveniently packaged. For wholesale and retail prices, contact Chic Leisure Limited, Warrenville, Cunupia. Chic Leisure Limited, quality you can trust.
All right, welcome back, folks. Guys, well, let's move swiftly along because we have a lot of snippets we want to show and some slides. So let's go with the Brian Lara, Rowley, and Padarat issue. Yeah. This is just imagine this non-entity on top there. Non-entity right now.
Yeah, boy. Former boy.
Non-entity. Talking about Brian Lara and the UNC who terminated Brian Lara's contract. The contract was terminated as explained by Mr. Padarat in 2022.
Under who? Under who? Who?
Under Rowley.
And who was Public Utilities Minister then?
Marvelous Marvin. Right?
Mr.
Now,
Marvin
that
Gonzalez.
is when the contract was terminated, and they bring in this thing in the light. But he just as foolish as the lawyers they hire for the CPEP. Because look what he bringing up here, and he have no legs to stand on.
Just making up things as he goes along, boy.
Rowley, go and milk your ram and relax yourself. Because you're irrelevant right now. You're irrelevant.
Yeah, you're just looking for mischief.
You're just irrelevant. So go and, as I say, milk your ram. The next one now is with the Independence Day celebration causing a lot of problems. Right?
Well, you just glance over that Brian Lara issue fast.
That fast. From the time I see Rowley pity, I want to get it one time.
Rowley, with his misinformation, start his nonsense. The minister had to correct him. Brian Lara had to step in and correct him.
Yes.
And then the media had to be like, oh, okay, never mind.
So the media do no investigative reporting? What going on reporters now?
You know, before the article could publish, I would have already called the minister for a comment. I would have called somebody who was in the ministry before, perhaps the then permanent secretary, somebody in charge of HR, somebody who might have had that contract on the desk. Back then, I would have called Brian Lara for a comment, a quote, before I published the article. Don't just copy and paste what Rowley said on Facebook and run a story and say that is a story. Come now, man. I find we're not doing...
The whole of the PNM right now, brother, man, it's shambles.
Oh, God, without a shadow of a doubt.
Total shambles. So they're looking to run, to grab anything. They're like a dog running down a car wheel. That is how they're looking like right now.
As you say that, a good segue into... guys, I don't know if it's the last video or the third to last one, but we'll guess. Play the last video. The shut up video.
That's the last one.
Oh, no. It's the third to last. Play the third to last, the clueless one.
I have no idea what I'm doing today. I have no idea what I'm doing today.
What going on there, man?
I don't know what I'm to Justin, boy.
That is the video, Justin?
The video is Rowley at a PNM rally saying, I have no idea what I'm doing here. I have no idea what any of us are doing here. Right? As you say, the PNM clueless and the clueless and hopeless long time.
Long time, boy. And they're looking foolish anytime they open their mouth, boy.
Yeah. Same thing. That brings us to, I had a screenshot from Instagram, guys. I don't know which one it is here. I don't know which one it is.
Oh, this one here.
No, it's not that one. When you're talking about the PNM clueless, it's a newspaper article of the Prime Minister daring the PNM. If you so desperately want an Independence Day fireworks, go and have it.
Yeah.
And at the bottom, look at it. Penelope Beckers herself comments and says they really can't run this country with a little emoji. She's sad, you know.
Yeah.
She gone through, you know. Imagine going on CNC3 Guardian Instagram account to comment for she voice to be heard. Come back to me now. Wappen Penny, get press conference. Imagine Rowley post something on Facebook and reach news. She posted on Instagram. Penny, you could call a little press conference if you want, you know.
But I passed by Eddie Hard ground. But it had more tent and stage than if it's PNM rally.
Mm-hmm.
If you see tents, big stage, bleachers, all them things.
Now what was in Eddie Hard ground?
Let PNM go and hold they're preparing for independence.
Right.
So let it go and hold the independence celebration there, and you see all the people who were saying livelihood going to be lost, selling water and selling all these things.
Yeah.
Tell them go in Eddie Hard ground and sell.
Yeah. No, but why was your livelihood dependent on that one event?
After independence, what going to happen?
Yeah. Why was that? Why did you keep people down in that way? What happened to NEDCO? What happened to investing in entrepreneurs and so on? But as we on this topic, let's go to government praise for fireworks decision. So we've gotten to this point where we're discussing the government's decision to cancel the fireworks aspect only, the fireworks aspect of Independence Day celebrations. I don't think they canceled the parade. Am I correct? They didn't cancel the parade.
No, yeah, the parade.
The TTF canceled the parade, not the central government.
I think with the national security apparatus, they decided to cancel the parade because all the top-notch ministers, judiciary, everybody will be.
I understand. Okay, there. Right. Okay. So let's see with the fireworks alone, because this article has to do with fireworks. So we cut the fireworks, and what happened is the Trinidad and Tobago Blind Welfare Association commended them. There was this other one, the Animal Welfare Association commended them, and a few of the homeowners association in Port of Spain commended them because of the traffic that usually people park their cars all over. You know who didn't commend them? The criminals who just break in your windshield when you park your car. When you park your car around the Savannah to go Carlo Street, for instance, and you to walk up, you park your car and you come back, your windscreen break and your whole deck gone.
Yes.
You know, the criminal, them are happy. The criminal not happy. But it seems to me everybody else happy. And let's be honest, fireworks don't really need to take place for us to celebrate our independence.
No.
Right? So that has happened. Let's go to the one right above it, guys. Let's go to the one right above it. And here we have our next former.
Oh my God.
Zoom into the top. After creating a firestorm with arbitrary cancellations of the Independence Parade, the UNC government has shamelessly, well, it's not arbitrary because it saves us money and safety and all of that is continuing its Monday night public meetings at which the entire cabinet will be gathered in one place. True to form, the media is silent, right? This is August 20th. That's today, 9:17 a.m. Go down. Kijan Haynes, who we all know, top-notch media personality, responds, did you discover this information through osmosis? or through the same media you are criticizing. If you want to actually contribute to the discussion, you can unblock the media, because as you know, Imber block everybody. Unblock the media, or as a matter of fact, unblock the nation, because he blocked everybody in the country as an independence they give. If you do that, we go have a parade. That is parade worthy. And of course, at the bottom there he has his two sources. I could come back, because really and truly, what Kijani Haynes is saying is that the UNC Modern Night report was actually cancelled, as you see in the bottom left-hand corner there, due to security concerns. So Imber just making it up as you go along. So go ahead.
All right, folks. This segment is brought to you by Satco, where you can get all your bulbs, smart plugs, smart lighting, and smart under-cabinet products. So available at all standard outlets nationwide. For more information, you can contact them at 663-972-9732. Guys, that was kind of blurry just now, But anyhow, let's move on now.
Right, well, we're at 8:48. We have this video, and then we could go to the break and then take some calls.
I find I like this video you're going to show here.
This last one here?
Yeah, this is a nice video.
Let me get on it. Just say last video on the list, please.
Somebody needs to stand up for the truth. When the PNM was there for the last 9+ years, they didn't open their mouth on behalf of the people. You all could watch our Honorable Prime Minister, a woman of love and care and compassion for the citizens of this country, who is concerned about them more than herself. And talk, any one of all you, please shut up, sit down, pay attention, listen, learn. That is what I want the PNM officials to do going forward. Shut up.
See that? Plain and simple.
Just shut up.
Plain and simple. All you have to just shut up and listen. That is what you have to do. Then people might start when all you shut up, then people might know what all you really. I can't say what they're thinking, but because like they have nothing in their brain.
They might have no sense and they might have no penny.
Yeah, well, Penny going through the shoot. Sorry to say, Penny, I didn't like you before. I honestly didn't like you for opposition leader, but you see right now, oh God.
No, at the end of I didn't want to get into this tonight, because they say we're jamming them too much. But at the end of the day, they've lost their vision, they've lost their way. You have half of your PNM team, half of your MPs, led by Stuart Young, fighting the case for Hilaire. The pre-action protocol that was sent today. Fighting the case for former Governor of Central Bank Hilaire. You have half of your bench down there, Curry Marcel, and then his senior outside, Lara, fighting the case for CPEP. And them are talking. Remember, we had raised an article. Them are liaising. So it's a clear split. There's a clear division. And then you have Penny in the middle, trying to pull everybody, keep everybody together, and it just cracking. The PNM has just lost its. Imagine one of your safe seats. You never had a meeting for 30 years.
30 years, and they applauding that.
Yeah.
Applauding that. That goes to show you where their loyalty is. No matter what they do. That's why Eric Williams always say it, and you know the kind of supporters he had. Or he have. You could put a balisi tie on a crapo, and they would still go and vote. So the man wasn't wrong. All right, guys, this segment now brought to you with the compliments of Rita. Rita products, basil seed. We have, oh my God, basil seed. You see the black one? That one in the middle there? When that cool, brother man, and you put that hit the back of your throat. You want nothing again, you know. And then we have tamarind, we have soursop, and we have coffees there. We have the different coffees. So contact Atlantic Trading for all your Rita products. All your Rita products, you can contact them at 663-9732. All right, Richard.
Let's go to the
no, this independence thing, I think we should spend a little time
Go
on
ahead,
that, man.
go ahead,
Because
yeah.
you see, right now, it have people talking, you know, I don't know, they're talking because they have a hole in their mouth. You see, I have never been to an independence parade. Never. I've been to, my father used to carry us to watch a mass in Port of Spain. The whole family used to go and watch mass. We used to go and sit down right next where Republic Bank is on Independence Square. Go early and sit down right there with the basket of dal puri roti and thing, and we relax and watch mass and thing there. But now, at that time you used to see mass. Now you're seeing just nakedness. So what is the sense? What you're going to watch? You're going to lose? Better just go by the beach, go Koran, cook a duck or something and enjoy yourself. And these women who just be carnival time, like they're shameless, like they are no shame. You know what I mean? And independence is now becoming a afterfete. As they finish in the Queen's Park Savannah, you're seeing fetting and all that going on. So the whole substance, I believe, of independence is being lost. I think we're not independent, we're dependent. That is how we are. We're dependent. So I don't have no problem with they cancelling it. No problem at all. As a matter of fact, and then you're going to see one Jeep. You're seeing one Jeep that there since maybe 1942, and some rundown fire trucks that they clean it up only for that period. And what else? Nothing else. That is, to me, that they didn't really show you nothing. They show you might the army, but after that, where is the army? You don't see no army outside. We have so much crime. We should be incorporating the army on a regular basis with police right now with SOE.
Yeah.
We should be army and police patrolling and tongue walking. We not seeing these things. So, and then you go independence, as you say, you rightfully say, you go independence meeting, and when you come back, your car broken into.
Or somebody pickpockets you.
And you go, or some bandit rob you.
Yeah.
So that is how dangerous it is now.
Them fellas hustle you to pay a little $20 to park on the government road.
Yeah.
Madness.
All that is be taking place. So
yeah.
I am missing nothing. And it had one article here where the last government, spent $7.5 million on independence.
That's what that article is.
What did they spend that money?
Bring it up, guys. Bring it up. And Justin, I sent you a message.
60th Independence Anniversary Celebration, $7.5 million. I would like to find out. Let me get a rundown of how that money was spent.
Yeah, but you know how much schools they could have built with that? You know how much hospital bed? You mentioned something about the catheter installer.
Yeah, catheter. They don't even have that.
You know how much that they could have buy? You know how much
cotton swabs.
Cotton swabs. They could have improved the NICU, so we would not have them deaths the other day. You know, all of those things. But 7.5 million in Independence Day celebration. And nobody's saying not to have it, you know. Nobody's saying don't have it. But it needs to be fair and reasonable spending. It must make sense. It must make sense.
But the thing about it too, with this national security threat, right? It has some people saying why they didn't stop the visit of Moody. But we didn't have a national security threat.
Yeah, I was not thinking that. He came before. Before
we didn't have this. That didn't exist.
Yeah, there were things taking place, but it didn't elevate.
You see, they like to bring in race into everything.
Yeah.
To me, they're bringing in race into it. A prime minister of India came down, so they had no problems with that. So everything the PNM and its supporters does is related to race. Every single thing. You must hear them on the radio station. My God, I don't know if these people, they know we live in a country that is almost evenly with Africans and Indians.
Yeah.
And that is the attitude.
Yeah, and not just that, but come on, let's surpass that. Have you looked at cabinet? Have you looked at, well, yes, cabinet, and have you looked at parliament? If you look at the Honorable Prime Minister when she speaks, all around her is people of
different
ethnicities. All around her, people of different ethnicities.
But, well, seen beyond that, we can't say the same thing about the PNM. And people always say, they always meet me. This goes election after election. They're always telling you, why they don't take an African and put them in a UNC safe seat?
Name
Always
one.
No, I'm going to name, I committed that. They always used to say that. So I used to tell them, so why the PNM put an Indian in a safe seat?
Not just an Indian, somebody of the Islamic faith, somebody of the Hindu faith,
No,
in a PNM safe
Well, I
seat.
say that because of the two major ethnicities that haven't always have something to say one against the other, right?
To get a Hindu in the PNM in the last parliament, you had to go in Senate, and you get Sukai and no, not Lala, not Senanan, Sukai and the lady.
Oh, Sindura.
No, but her correct name was I forget it now. The lawyer
Renuka.
Sagram Singh. Yeah. None in the lower house. Look, no, you're right. You're going to make the point now.
We have Jolene John in Kuva North, a
safe seat.
UNC seat, right? We have Sobers in Tabakit, safe seat. We have Surge in San Grande, safe seat.
Alexander
in Tunapuna,
right? Yes,
safe seat.
Yes.
Tell me one PNM stronghold that you had somebody other than an African person of African. It's not there.
That is it.
So we see when them PNM supporters talking,
and you can't count Imbert, eh?
Now he
half the height of everybody else and half the intelligence.
There is hardly notice him.
Yeah,
you can't see him.
No, only looking for sense. You just had to deduct too because he in the party. But
wait, just some guys, pull back our advertisers here. Yeah, this segment is brought to you with the compliments of Miran. They have grocery items, rice, corned beef, oil.
You say that like you mix with Guyanese, but oil.
Say oil? Yes, so get all, when you go to your supermarket, just look out for Miran products. And if you don't see it there, what you have to do, Richard?
Call 744.
Change your supermarket.
555.
Right?
Call the number first and complain and say the supermarket I don't have it. And when the supermarket don't have it, by the end of the day now, say, well, all right, I'm changing you.
Right. So this segment is brought to you with the compliments of Miran. Yeah. All right. What else we have done?
Let me just do this one quickly in 5 minutes, and then we can take the last break and open for calls.
All right.
Right. Okay. So let me start from home invasion offenders. We do it quick because we've been through this. Right. Home invasion offenders to face up to $750,000 in fines and 25 years in jail. We've looked at the bill before, guys. Remember? We've looked at it before. Let's go again. Stand your ground law. Next one. All right. Law Reform Commission endorses the Stand Your Ground law. Look at this. Law Reform Commission of Trinidad and Tobago has argued that despite the law being in contravention of the Constitution, we discussed that's a 3/5 majority. That is, a constitutional aspect of it. The recent rate of crime, which seems to persist, makes it necessary. Remember, I spoke about that. We read out headlines in the articles and so on, to establish a law that preserves the lives of law-abiding citizens. And of course, that's the object and purpose. So we're getting feedback from everybody, the Law Reform Commission. We're getting feedback from citizens on the ground because, as you know, the government MPs are having consultations. And then we have the naysayers. I'm going to use another adjective just now, the naysayers. Next one, PNM hosting. You want to ask about? We have the naysayers. Zoom into the article first. Zoom in. The People's National Movement is calling government to stop politicizing the Stand Your Ground public consultation and give citizens a fair opportunity. And if you read the article, the gentleman complains about, oh God, wait now. If you read the article, the gentleman complains about UNC people hosting consultations and people wouldn't feel open to discuss their feelings and their thoughts about the law and so on. First of all, the country had an opportunity to vote whether they support it or not on April the 28th, and it was a national referendum. So let's start there. Second thing, the consultations are not held by UNC persons. They are held by members of parliament, representative of certain constituencies. And therefore, nobody is stopping the PNM elected MPs from holding consultations. Nobody, you could go to the top now, guys. Nobody is stopping PNM. I go to say Marvin Gonzalez, but he lost his seat. I go to say Faris Arawi, but he lost his seat. Nobody is stopping this gentleman from having consultations. But of course, then that will be 2 meetings in 30 years. Right. Shocker if the PNM had 2 meetings in Lavante. Nobody is stopping the PNM from holding their own consultations. Just scroll to the bottom and have a comment there, go highlight. Since Justin bring it up, they probably are afraid. They're probably afraid to hear what the law-abiding citizens really want. Right? Come back. Because when you could imagine the Law Reform Commission say with the spike in crime it makes sense, and somebody go come and say don't make sense. Some person go come and say don't make sense.
A non-entity, you mean?
Yeah.
Come out and say something.
So let me tell you something. Yeah? First of all, nobody's stopping the PNM MPs from having your consultations. If you so feel something is untoward, something is awry, go in your constituency and have your consultations. Right? They even condemn a senator from having consultations in a constituency. But that's the point I'm making. Anybody could have consultations. They condemned that senator for having a public health day or something in a constituency. Why? They're just there to help the people. Yeah, they're just there to help. If you want to help, then you look. I hold no role, no title, and no brief for anybody. But if somebody meet me in Baraka Grounds and tell me about your road dig up, what would I do? I'll go to my office and I'll type up a little letter and I'll send it to the councillor and say, can you look into the road being dug up? Is it something that crusher or mill material will fix? Because it's something that needs to be dealt with urgently. Because if a lady is saying this is going on for 12 years now, then it's something that needs to be dealt with urgently. I hold no role, no title. I get no salary, no pay, no stipend. But I will do that for the goodness of my heart. You was an MP in a constituency elected by, you just win by about 200 votes there, but you win, you're lawfully elected. Go on here what the people have to say.
Now, as on the aspect of road, may I spike if this fall within your jurisdiction? When you leave Medford gas station and you're coming off on the highway, right close to SM Jalil warehouse, it had one hole. Like they do a little patch in it. It had 2, it had 3, now it had 4. In a line in the middle of the road. And people dodging that. One day, somebody going to run off the road and going to drain. And then when you pass that and coming down, on your right, there are some holes on the side of the road close to the drain. That getting bigger. So we could use a little bit of material now and rectify it. A little bit. All you're waiting for the whole road to damage. That's all you're waiting on, the whole road to damage before all you go and fix this. Or somebody, vehicle, run off. Because when them pothole have a water in it, sometimes people, little careless, they think they're driving through water. And this time they're in a pond. All that you're damaging your vehicle. So if that fall within your jurisdiction, please let's attend to it, please. Right? You want to take our break and then we
Yes, and we'll go straight to the phone lines. Hear from the callers.
One more slide.
This is the you touched on earlier. This is the 12 migrants that are arrested. This is dealing with the issue of crime, but we ended up dealing with it without making reference to the article. I had this saved when we was talking about the criminal element and the Venezuelan aspect and so on, but we dealt with it already.
All right, so let's take this break, and when we come back, you will have the opportunity to voice your opinion on anything trending at the moment. Okay.
Extra Foods, we care for you. That's why we always have the widest varieties, the best prices, spacious aisles of total convenience, plus clean, safe surroundings. Let us care for you. Extra Foods, always extra for less.
Introducing the finest selection from premium deli and meats. Savor the bold flavors of beef salami, beef pepperoni, and chicken ham. Indulge in our diced beef bacon and perfectly sliced beef bacon. Explore the rich taste of smoked beef and tender roast beef. Treat yourself to our juicy jumbo chicken hot dogs and beef hot dogs. Top it all off with the delicate flavors of smoked turkey breast and our premium whole turkey, all halal certified for your trust. Delivered to you by Chill Foods, Premium Deli and Meats, excellence in every bite.
The power. To shatter the strongest. Conquer the indestructible with Ronex's collection of angle grinders.
For the everyday lowest prices on all grocery items, trust Low Cost Supermarket for the widest variety of quality products at low prices. Freshly picked fruits and vegetables, healthy products for your well-being, high quality meat cuts, and a warm and friendly service. Low Cost Supermarket, Sun and Main Road, Cunupia.
Chic Leisure Limited, making life easier. Our renowned great tasting vermicelli comes pre-cut in regular and parch, packaged to make preparation simple. Attention all doubles vendors and roti makers, try our high quality pre-sifted bromate free all-purpose and whole wheat flour, low price and conveniently packaged. For wholesale and retail prices, contact Chic Leisure Limited, Warrenville, Cunupia. Chic Leisure Limited, quality you can trust.
Yeah, welcome back, folks. For all your car repairs, I ain't telling you to go into accident, because accidents do happen. So, any accidents you come into, you can come into ROC here. We do top quality work, guaranteed work. 61 Bamboo Main Road, free quotation. We do from minor to major, and as they say, everything in between. We are fully approved. So, if you have, whether it's a small, about a little fender bender, you can come and you might probably get your vehicle the same day based on the availability. So check us out at ROC for all your minor and major repairs. All right, so let's go to put the phone lines up now, guys, so we can entertain our callers for the next 20 minutes or so, and then we can go and relax a little bit. You know what I mean? So it have a next thing I wanted to talk to you about, Richard, but it's kind of slipped me right now. I don't know. There's so much of things, boy. Oh God, I had to start writing down, you know. I really had to start writing down.
Yeah.
But you know me, I just come here with the intention I will remember everything, and I ain't so young like you, so sometimes I just forget that. So we have most of our slides completed, but it have who you supporting for the cricket?
TKR.
Those Sarana, man.
Who you supporting?
I supporting the winning side.
We have a caller on the line.
Any side winning. Hello, good night, caller. Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, good night.
Good night to the panel there.
Yeah, good night.
Good night.
Yeah. For 10 years, people were paying their taxes whenever they purchase the gasoline in the gasoline stations. I want to know why the rural areas were left out. They said they were taking that money to fix roads. And up to today, people still, they're suffering. When you get your car damaged and you go out and the police stop you and something damage on it, you are being charged to it. I want to know why this discrimination took place, especially rural areas, because it seems like if we had a government there that doesn't appreciate rural people, the people in the country, there is nobody only to collect money from them.
Well, Kola, let's...
Another problem.
Mm-hmm.
When you go now in the hospital and you have to collect prescription medication, do you know blood pressure medication, they don't even have it on CEPEP, and you go to so many places to get it in the pharmacy, you cannot even get. I don't know what happened, like they run this country down bankrupt, because they did a budget for 10 years, they did what they do. Every time you cannot get this medication, you cannot get that medication. Something was really, really wrong with these people. And they fixed it in such a way that it roll over into this new government that it will look bad on them. Okay, bye.
That is, you know what the caller say, is everybody want everything now, you know? Mm-hmm. For the past 9 odd years, they were suffering for medication, prescription and all that. CEPEP. And you ain't getting, but you're quiet. All of a sudden, all of them get a mouth now. All right, hello, good night, caller. Hello? Hello, good night.
Assalamu alaikum and a very good evening to you, gentlemen.
Wa alaikum assalam.
And assalamu alaikum and Allah's choicest blessings to Brother Insham.
Thank you, sir. Wa alaikum salam.
Okay. So, first of all, condolences to Pandit Manadev's son, Fida Prasad.
Right.
It was very, very sad. It's a very sad thing. You see, these people in the Bitam always saying that people stigmatize them. And this is the result. Somebody went to help, this is what happened. But I'll tell you something. There are good people in the Bitam.
Yes.
Just that bunch of hoodlums, that no good for nothing bunch, is giving the entire place a bad name. But the police keep complaining, I said this earlier on, but the police keep complaining that if they have to respond to something on the western lane, going on to Port of Spain, and on the other lane they have to go by Maritime,
yes.
And vice versa, they have to go by the lighthouse to turn and come back.
They could by the market.
Sorry, not the lighthouse, by the market. Sorry, by the market, yes.
Right.
Thanks for the correction, by the market. But the thing is, why don't they, I said this several times, why don't they do 2 cutoff at strategic points on the Bitam highway, just like on the highway, put your cameras on for emergency vehicles only, so it will be a great asset to the police, to fire, and the ambulance and emergency vehicles. So I think they should take that into consideration and get it done immediately.
Yeah, but I understand what you're saying, eh? But you know what's going to happen? People who go in east and they want to go as far as the roundabout will make a U-turn right there.
Okay, so your cameras set up everything in such a way, mail your tickets.
Right? No, I agree with that. I agree with that. But you know the normal Trini drivers. Boy, me going on quite, then I go take a chance and come out here.
Mail your tickets.
Yeah, but good.
Start mailing tickets.
Yeah, but that makes sense.
Because they would do it on the highway in any case too.
Right.
So at some time, one of my bosses way back in the day said that hit them where it hurt the most. That is in the pocket. All the best, gentlemen. Have a great evening. Thank you.
Yeah, all right. Thank you. Hello, good night, caller. Hello?
Yeah, hello.
Good night.
Good night.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, good night. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
And shalom. Okay, I call the program so long, you know, sometimes, but I can't tell you how to run your program. But Ishmael has a technique, he sees more calls than, you know what I mean? I'm going to get back in another greenhouse. Because that's a program I always call.
All right.
I used to deal with Ishmael, that like emergencies, you know, for countries and things.
All right.
I'm small, but I was good. You know what I mean? I will do something then.
All right.
But, you know, I ain't thinking criticizing, but look at them, you know, him do what? In between more calls, so they give me all the calls straight, give you another in between now. You know what I mean? I'm telling you how to run all the program.
No, I understand what you're saying, like for the first...
Yeah, because I'm telling you, it's how Ishmael should do it. And yeah, he will. And I think he still hold that. He still hold that ground. So good night, brothers.
Yeah, man. We will consider what you say.
Yeah, I'm thinking, but I know what I'm talking about. I got call on this program.
No problem, man.
I got donation, man. It smell. I buy things from the smell. I used to go in the bamboo. So, yeah.
All right, no problem.
The man in the back, I think he know me.
The man in the back?
How you call it? The TV man, how you call him, right? I think he know me.
Who, Moody?
Talking about...
I don't know his name, but I think he know me. Have a good night. I want to waste time.
All right, cool, man.
Waste time, you know what I mean? I don't take up much of the program.
All right, cool, man. Now, normally, we could do that. Like what we trend in, we have our 10 minutes call and go to our next topic. But we could look at that in the future. Hello, good night, caller. Hello?
Yeah, good night.
Good night.
Question, Jagger, the results from the 28th of April would have shown a clear indication that the population was in a state of desperation. They were just very desperate for change. You agree or disagree?
That's a broad question because I don't know the context in which you're asking the question.
Because they were so frustrated. I mean, the PNM supporters and the members have no moral right to ask anything now. Remember, we who voted for change, we wanted change especially for security reasons. Now, we would have known, the UNC would have campaigned on the grounds, the home invasion grounds and so on. We are of the opinion they're taking too long to bring this into law to begin with. That is one. Security is most important. There are so many potholes anywhere you go still. I mean, I can't see why one or two trucks just drive wrong and pull these holes all over. That's all. We are asking for no paved roads. Just to pull the potholes. That is two. And there are a lot of poor people really depending on these CPEP. And I mean, school's gonna start just now. The people they depend on these jobs. So they could at least bring back some of these CPEP gangs and some of the URP gangs just to fulfill the needs of the ones who is very much in need. Think about it. All right? So these are the few things they're losing marks. The UNC, they're losing marks on these areas. And something needs to be done as quick as possible. You know what I mean? To see how we could bring some preserves in.
Our caller, before we have two more waiting, right? And the IT staff will get vexed with me for doing this. But
all right, thanks for the call.
No, I didn't know.
You go on.
He hang up.
We wanted to.
First of all, they've been in office for just over 100 days. August is not a sitting month of Parliament. And the legislation has to make its rounds for review before it makes its way to the first reading, second reading, third reading, and so on. So I don't know how that is too long because it's a matter of weeks. You know, it's like the pail out bubbling.
Yeah.
You know, the pail out. Just wait. Oh God, come now, man. It's bubbling already.
We now stewing the chicken.
Yeah. And the next thing about the potholes and so on, that costs money. And you don't know if potholes are not being fixed. I know for sure the flooding issues are being addressed as a matter of priority to avoid damage. And I want to deal with the third one, but go ahead.
Let's take this caller quickly. Hello, good night, caller. Hello?
Good night, gentlemen.
Good night,
caller.
Okay, so first of all, as a taxpayer, it infuriates me to know that such shady deals were taking place under the PNM and especially under Minister of Public Utilities, and they were okay with it then. All these things were happening, and he must have known about these things. So how can it be okay to be, funding these criminals, URP and CPEP contracts? So Mr. Gonzalez should be the last person to be questioning this government about anything concerning CPEP and URP. And quite frankly, to hear the report by Mark Besant is terrifying, to say the least. And all ministers should honestly take whatever precaution that is necessary for their personal safety and that of their family. That being said, I encourage the Prime Minister, the Honorable Kamla Prasad Bisesa, to do whatever is necessary to bring the scourge of crime to an end. Because quite frankly, crime tarnishes every aspect of our lives in the country. So therefore, I fully support every initiative that is being taken by this present government. That's point number one. Secondly, gentlemen, I have absolutely no problem with the cancellation of the fireworks of Independence Day celebration. In fact, those who are criticizing this move, ask them when we gain independence. Ask them what independence is all about, and I bet you they would not know. The government has not, as far as I know, the free movement of people. So they are free to go and attend or have their own independence celebrations. They are more than welcome to do that. But for me personally, independence means being a productive citizen, not getting involved in crime or any other non-patriotic activities, not being a burden to my country. So therefore, gentlemen, I can say without a shadow of a doubt, with regard to me and my family, there will never be a day when we would have to depend on any government for our sustenance. And this is the difference between the PNM supporters. Many of them, Uncle Nazim, it is all about this whole independence celebration. It's like a fete at the end of the day.
Yes, exactly.
The fire trucks coming out and wetting down themselves. What nonsense is that? What absolute nonsense is that? That is not being independent. So like I said, gentlemen, there's never going to be a day when I will have to resort or have anybody, I have to partake in such nonsense and be a foolish supporter. So for me and my family, independence means loving our country and doing whatever is best for this country. And I don't want to end without sending best wishes to Brother Ishmael. So gentlemen, good night and for this opportunity.
Okay, thank you very much, caller. Hello, good night, caller. Hello?
Loving our country.
Hello?
Yes.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
I would like to speak to Mr. Jagesa, please.
Yes, he's hearing you. Go ahead.
Good night, Mr. Jagesa and Uncle Nazim.
Yes,
Although
good night.
I say uncle, you could be my son because I'm 85 years old.
That is
I'm
correct.
an old lady, so you have to be patient with me.
Okay.
I'm 85 years old and I got a stroke since last year, June. So I cannot move about too much. So, but I'm a fan of all you should. I will be waiting to see all you. But I haven't a problem.
What's that?
I the lady that said, Mr. Jagges, I resemble my grandson. But as I said, I have got something to make Mr. Jagges if he could help me. Now, as below my alone here, I have a lady working with me during the week days, but on weekends, I have to go to one of my doctors up in by the back of the airport, Jokan Street, right down there. After you pass the back of the airport, going on the main road, you're going to
St. Helena?
You're passing St. Helena. And you're going down to
Carapo?
Yes. But when I have to go there with my grandson, is every weekend he just carry me by my daughter to stay because it does be I alone here. Because I live in Chaguanas. And the road there from the main road, from the main road to go inside the street there, it have a bad way. The road is very, very bad.
Okay,
and
what's the name? What's the name of the street, caller? Give us the name of the street.
Jokan Street.
Jokan Street, right? Well, the esteemed lawyer here will handle that for you. He will put things in place and see how best you could address it, right?
Yeah, because I want somebody to pull up something, because it is true me, because my grandson have to go in there every weekend to drop me, and it's destroying his vehicle. And I could only get somebody to throw some stuff, because that road, you cannot go on no side. The whole piece of road there, wideness, is a pothole.
That video with the flood.
Yes, I would like Mr. Jagesa to do that for me,
All right.
please.
Yeah, he already take your information, so no problem, caller. Thank you. Hello, good night, caller. Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, caller. You're live.
Okay, pleasant good night, everybody. I'm just trying to raise two issues. One, where they caught the fisherman carrying gas to Venezuela. What they should do, they should charge the person who sold them the gas, because that was against the law. The other thing is this: when you have an accident on the highway, like what happened Tuesday, right? It caused a pileup of traffic. What they should do, the police especially, they should divert the traffic to the other side of the lane so that the cars could flow properly. So I think they should look into that to make sure that the people who are using the highway, they have access to go home and so on. Thank you.
Yes, now I understand what the caller say. Now, the thing about it, if an accident happens, you have to, let me say you make one lane on the northbound, that coming from south to north, right? That's going to be kind of tricky unless you have police at strategic points to divert the traffic from a 3-lane into a 2-lane, and then you have 1 lane.
Yeah, it will require some workaround and some
manpower at strategic points.
But it's not an impossible task.
Exactly.
And it really should be done.
And you could use the shoulder at that point in time. Yeah. You could use the shoulder, so you have 2 lanes going and 2 lanes coming out.
Yeah, and I think once we have a mindset of a country of a truly independent nation and operate accordingly within the confines of the law, we could work that out, and nobody trying to cut in anybody, nobody trying to speed. Let's
be careful. Caller here. Let's take this caller. Hello, good night, caller. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, good night.
Good night. What I call to say is the accident that took place by the beacon that I saw on the TV. Now, it have cameras there. And if the police want to catch who beat that fellow who was going to assist the fellow who got in the accident, they could find him. Because there is cameras there. And they could look to see, to find who went to beat that poor man who went to assist the fellow to see to save his life who got in the accident. It had camera there.
Correct, caller.
One. And 2 is, I would like people who saying, I will say PNM people, because they say J.D. Vance saying that Trinidad have plenty crime, but it's now, not now alone, it's years upon years, America, Canada, and England saying, do not go to Trinidad. I'm warning my people not to come to Trinidad. And if they come to Trinidad, they point out places not to go. It's not now because Canada there. That was a long time, so they cannot make my government look bad. Thank you.
Correct, caller. That has been a sore that has been festering for so long, and it seems when PNM at power, it strive. That's when it strive. Everything go crazy.
Yeah.
Well, Richard, is 9:31 already.
Them boys will cut the light on we.
They're gonna. I see like the hand on the light switch already. So again, folks, we want to thank you for joining us tonight. I know it had cricket in the stadium. Some of you all probably watched the cricket. I don't know the result. Probably when I head out, I will probably get some info on it. So we want to thank you again for viewing. And I would like to personally ask people to be careful on the roadway, please. We had 2 horrific accidents over the past, yesterday you could say. So let's try and be safe on the road, be courteous, because there are a lot of people who drive with a lot of rage. So just be careful outside there. Somebody give you a little bad drive, you crash, you make no incident, let them go. You know, some people will just say, all right, they speed off and go behind that person now. And in that way, you could lose your life. So just be safe, and we will catch you on, I forgot one thing. Brilliant will be opening tomorrow. Brilliant will be opening tomorrow from 2 p.m., 1:30, 2 p.m. And there is a special on 10% off tomorrow. Our anniversary, 10th anniversary, if I have it correct. Our 10th anniversary, I do think it's for Brilliant for the rest of the booths, but there will be a 10% discount on all food items at the Baraka grounds. So come on down from tomorrow and have your belly full of all the dishes that we have there. Crunchy Corner, Tandoori Hut, and Brilliant. So I'll hand you over now to Richard.
As always, thank you for having me. Thank you for tuning in, everyone. I know we pulled you away from a riveting game, but we rerun. If you watch the game instead of us, we rerun every Saturday, 9 p.m. 9 p.m. and we're always live on Facebook and YouTube. So thank you, everyone, for tuning in. I hope you join us again next week, Wednesday, and looking forward to being on another episode of Breaking Barriers. Take care and good night.
Good night.